And welcome everyone to another episode of the DuPage Run and Shoot. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Cotto. It is round 2 of the playoffs. Playoffs? Yep. Round 2 of the playoffs are here. Hard to believe it's round 2 of the playoffs, but here we are. We got Matt with us on the show. Matt, how we doing, buddy?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Like you said, still can't believe it's already round 2 of the playoffs. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? You talking playoffs? I just hope we win a game. And that's all these teams right now in playoffs. They are just hoping they win a game.
Yeah, well, at this point of the season, yeah, everyone's hoping to win a game because everybody does not want their season to end, and they want to end their season with the fucking state championship, of course.
Exactly.
Well, anyway,
let's
Matt,
get on to the hunt here.
Yes, sir. We're going to start the hunt with recapping the games from last week. From the first round, we'll start with our 3A game. Montini, 49. North Lawndale, 0. Nothing to see here, folks. Montini with a great win. Ian Abrams with a couple touchdowns. Chris Judah, Max Bell with pick sixes. So good to see Montini, get a big win. But this next game coming up is a big test.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Montini, enjoy this while you can because this next game may not go the same way for you.
Yes, the game's in Lombard, but the game's in Lombard, but still.
Yeah, do not bet against Byron.
Yeah, we'll touch on that soon.
Today.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Next one, to 4A, Wheaton Academy, 55, Sandwich, 19. It was close at the first half. It was 21-13 Wheaton Academy in the first half. They took a 28-13 lead in the third quarter. Yeah. Sandwich was driving, and Gino Spinelli got an interception to kill the Sandwich drive. Brandon Keebles with 3 rushing touchdowns. London LaFleur with 128 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Running game was in full effect for Wheaton Academy.
Yeah, ground and pound game. That's how they did it, and it was full steam ahead for them.
Yep. Next one. To 5A now. St. Francis, 42. Sterling, 18. All Spartans in this one. 42-3 at the half. Zach Washington with 2 90-plus yard touchdowns. 1 on a reverse play and 1 on a kick return.
Yeah, this is a very pissed off St. Francis team right here that any team is going up against. They are still out for blood.
Oh yeah, this next opponent they're playing, there's going to be blood in their next game.
Right.
But I like this team. Zach Washington, Brady Palmer threw 3 first quarter touchdowns. A lineman also scored a touchdown too. Jalen Torres, the nose guard.
That's wow. That's like the refrigerator right there. You just
Yep,
get the refrigerator touchdown, except he's a lineman on offense.
yep. Next one to 5A. In
I just like
5A,
it. I just like it how you have it worded in the prompt that you sent me. For Bennett.
next one, Bennett Academy 48. This no-name school from Chicago, prospective co-ops, a big fat
Who?
zero.
Who? Yeah, they
Yeah,
sure
yeah, I
played
know.
like it. Played like a no-name team that like, huh? I'll give you credit though for making it into the playoffs. If I never heard of you, you clearly are flying under the radar and you're better than we thought. But you're not good enough to go up against Bennett.
Yeah. Again, this is a team that I have never heard of. Who the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, like this is one of those teams that you look and you barely see this in high school, even in it's just like your team flies under the radar and you're like, who the fuck are these guys here?
Well, that's what happens when you play in those small classes. You see all these no-name schools. Though I will say this though, I do love all the cool nicknames we're seeing around the state for these small schools.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, these small schools they fly under the radar, but they're pretty up there.
Yep. To 6A. Wakanda 58. Benton 7. There goes one of our DuPage teams. Not much of a
Yep, there goes
surprise.
not much of a surprise, but I thought they would go out with a bit more effort than that.
Yep.
That is interesting.
Next one. Down goes another DuPage team. Kankakee 42. Glenbard South 0.
Well, we knew this would be a rough round for a lot of the DuPage teams, and it was on display, especially for Glenbard South in this one.
Kankakee's James Stampley had 180 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not good for
Ne-
Fenton
Next one.
or Glenbard
Another.
South. I mean,
Yep. Next one. 7A. Another DuPage team goes down, but a DuPage team stays alive. Downers Grove North 34, Wheaton South 7.
cut off one head, two more shall take its place. That was
I was
that.
expecting a better fight from Wheaton South. I mean,
Yeah,
what looked to be turned into a defensive battle turned into a regular scheduled Downers Grove North ass whooping.
yeah, and this is against the Downers Grove North team that has been weak in recent games. So I
Yeah,
thought
they
they
haven't
would put
had
up a
their
bit more
strongest.
together.
I mean, even against Hinsdale Central, they weren't quite that strong. But it's
Right.
playoffs. It's a brand. Every team's a brand new team, and Downers Grove North took advantage of it. Drake Gregorio
Mhm.
scored a touchdown to give DGN the lead. Owen Lansu doing his thing with 216 yards and a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Downers Grove North, I would not sleep in them in the playoffs. Though if they go far, they're tough. They're one of their opponents. If they go far, will not be easy. But we'll see how that goes. Wheaton South,
Exactly.
with the season they had,
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. You made it to the
You play
playoffs.
in that you play in that tough Duquesne conference, and
Yeah.
you got into the playoffs at 5-4. So
To make it in is pretty admirable.
yeah, no, we're proud of you, Wheaton South. Good season.
Yes, we are. Mm-hmm.
Next one, and God damn it, these teams are dropping like flies. Moline 38, Addison Trail 13.
Uh yeah, sorry, Blazers. This was you made it in as well, but didn't get too far.
Yeah, Adrian Cooper
Unfortunate.
and Elijah Warner for Moline had a couple touchdowns that pretty much put that game out of reach.
Yep. Yeah, that was to be expected, unfortunately.
Yep. Next one, big time upset by one of our teams. Willowbrook 40, Hononegah 21.
Well,
Wow.
when we say that a lot of our DuPage teams go down, one of them managed to stand tall above one of the best in the state, and Willowbrook,
What a statement, too.
kudos.
Yeah, and this game wasn't
Yeah,
even
that
this
was a
game
statement. Was that in? And that was in Hononegah?
up in Hononegah. You know where
Oh
Hononegah
God,
is,
that's even
right?
yes,
It's
yes, I
literally
know where
not too
Hononegah is.
far from the Wisconsin border.
Yep, yep. I've had friends who live near Hononegah.
No,
So
north of Rockford, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, it's up in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
It's up
Only
in that Rockford McChesney Park area.
yeah, no. Yeah, no. Willowbrook had to make a near 2 hour drive up north with a big statement, and this game wasn't even close.
No.
I mean, they are one of the hottest teams right now in DuPage County. 5 straight games, explosive performance.
Yeah.
Jabonzi Reed with a couple touchdowns.
Mm.
Willowbrook also got a pick six by Otis Powell. Dude, that Willowbrook defense did a fantastic job taking away that running game.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that reminded me a lot of what is it, the Packers Cowboys game from last year. Green Bay makes the trip all the way down south. They are viewed as heavy underdogs, and they go out there and kick the Cowboys' asses. That's what Willowbrook did to Hononegah.
They did, and props to Willowbrook. I mean, they took away Curtis Smith. He still scored a couple touchdowns, but yeah, no, and
Yeah.
you really can't rely on one thing to help you out all season long. You gotta display the pass
Yeah.
and the run.
Yeah, because if you only display one, I mean, you're one dimensional.
Exactly.
And that makes it so much easier for other teams to read on.
Yeah, and there are other teams that we'll see, coming up that either A, have both, or B, will likely defend some of those opponents.
Exactly.
Next one. Despite West Chicago making the playoffs 2 years in a row after a 2 decade hiatus, they lose to Normal 41-16.
Sorry, boys. I had hope for you, but wasn't meant to be.
They also won 6 games this year. We're proud of you, West Chicago.
We are very proud of you. We are very proud of you. We know you watch this show. You guys are a real one, so never.
Yeah, we
You
appreciate
guys
your
are good.
support. Next
Mm-hmm.
game. Next game. To Class 8A we go. Naperville Central 48, Schaumburg 0.
This had to be a fun one for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little shocked to be quite honest with you. Like with how Central has won some games, there's
Yeah.
games where Central has looked consistent, and there have been a few where Central looks, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but times where they're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This wasn't one of those games where we were asking ourselves, what the hell are they doing? They took it to a 5-4 team on
They did.
home.
Aiden Clark doing his things with over 140 rushing yards. Sebastian Hayes was using his arm a lot in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, he was
it was.
dropping dimes to
Hey,
Ryan Downey, Jermaine Kennedy.
yep. It
Not
was
gonna,
a
not gonna
statement
lie.
game from Sebastian Hayes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to feel a little confident on Central that they could make a big run.
They could. They very well could, but you got to see if they keep that consistency going, though.
Yep. Up next is Freb, so we'll see what happens. We'll touch on that later. Next one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Probably the game of round one. Maine
Yeah,
South
I would say so.
49. Naperville North 42.
You were just hoping you wouldn't be stuck with what I had with North and Homewood Flossmoor. I know deep down you were just hoping it wouldn't go that far.
It was close to that. It was close.
It was close.
Close. It was close to that. If you watched that highlight, it was close.
Yeah, because that North almost put up a comeback effort, but
They
one of these
did.
teams actually remembered how to play defense at the last second.
Well, both kind of did. We'll touch on that soon. Jacob Bell, senior, and Maine South, sophomore, Jamison
Yeah.
Purcell, both combined for over 900 passing yards and 10 touchdowns.
That's just insane right there. Not just from what Jacob Bell did, because we've been singing his praises all year long. We've been ringing the bell on his praises, no pun intended. But this guy, Jamison Purcell from Maine South, man, he's got a bright future in high school. I expect this guy to get
And he's already getting a ton of Division I offers. Literally after the game, I looked up this guy. Who the hell is this guy?
I expect this guy to get a whole lot more offers down the
Oh,
line.
especially after this game? Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm a lefty thrower as well. He's a lefty,
Yeah, we're
so
both
you know
lefties.
what? Yeah, we're all lefties. So you know what? I respect the hell out of this guy a lot more because he's a lefty.
But you can't say you're surprised at how the final score was because both
Oh,
teams really unleashed their arms.
yeah,
Um, you know, Jacob Bell did what he can to finding his guys. Chico Thomas, Quinn
yeah.
Morris, even Brock Petaway had a few big catches for touchdowns. Brock Petaway even threw a touchdown.
Yeah, I did see that. Brock Petaway did throw a touchdown, but yeah, we can't be surprised about the score in this game. Naperville North, as much as we've loved them all year long, you have to admit that team was carried a lot with their offensive might and the abilities of Jacob Bell. On defense, they weren't able to match that. They had some injuries.
All season long, their defense has been terrible.
Yeah, Donovan Howard going down with an injury in the Homewood Flossmoor game didn't help them at all. Gabe Hill can only do so much, as is Zach Malley and Edward Mumford, and you just kind of
Tyler
expected,
Sternstein too. I mean, those guys, they did what they could.
yeah, but you just had to imagine that something like that was going to happen to them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Um, you know, Even Michael DeLumo, too, the running back, had a big game as well. He scored the first two touchdowns of the game for the Hawks.
Yeah, yeah, it was. You're Naperville North. You're happy if you know what you saw from this team on offense, but on defense, you got to go back to the drawing board for next season.
We'll see how they look next season. They
Yeah,
lose everyone after this season.
yeah, this was kind of their last hurrah, I'm afraid, because a lot of those
Yeah,
guys are seniors.
and they haven't won a playoff game since 2010, and the misery continues.
And it's probably going to continue sadly for a while. I hate
Yep,
to say it, but
because the IHSA really had to hose both teams.
yep.
If you
Heck,
watch the interview with the Maine South running back saying that he used their
yeah,
seat as momentum, dude,
yeah.
I
That
respect it. I respect that.
so do I. They
He's
should not
not.
have been.
He's not wrong. You put fucking Edwardsville over
Yeah,
Maine South in seeds.
I would not. I wouldn't do that with
You
how
put
Edwardsville looked.
Edwardsville. I would have put it. I would have had North play Edwardsville.
Yeah, so would I. But hey, we're not one of those guys who makes up what the seedings look like. We're just here to analyze it and critique everyone, which is what we love
All
to
I
do.
know is that Maine South is not a fucking 20 seed.
No, they did not play like a 20 seed. They should not have been a 20 seed. They are honestly, I think they'll be looking pretty scary. They are a very lethal 20 seed team.
Dude, they are another level when it comes to playoffs. And the way Maine South did, I mean, Purcell did a
Yeah.
great job keeping plays alive, setting up passes to Mason Patras, who caught a touchdown. He's been throwing dimes to his boy Joey Naughton, who made some great plays. I mean, Maine South, Jamison Purcell is a name you must watch for years to come.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on that one for a while. And he's still a
And
sophomore, so he's still
yep,
got plenty of time left.
and North still had a chance. Surprisingly, it wasn't Edward Mumford who got the interception. It was Quincy Blaze who jumped around and got the pick, and North had a shot, but turned it over on downs, and Maine South got the.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a close, but not quite a cigar for the Huskies, but
So,
it
in a
may be a
funny way,
while.
North. Also, in a interesting way, North won the turnover battle.
Again, yeah, they had 6 turnovers the last regular season of the game against Sandberg, and they won that by just 10. But as we've seen before, you got to do more than win the turnover battle for the Huskies. You got to force punts. You got to get after the quarterback more. You got to force more losses and limit
And
the
I think I
explosive
only
plays.
counted maybe a 3 punts for Maine South.
Yeah, which 3 punts is okay, but that's not good enough in a playoff game.
No, I was gonna say Maine South. They barely punted in this game, but
Yeah.
you just got to give um,
Hmm.
credit when credit's due, and Maine South did that, but
Yeah.
North
Yeah.
definitely got screwed. They should not like North as a 13 seed. Yes, Maine South as a 20 seed. Hell no. Hell no.
No. No. Yeah. Should not have. Yeah. Yeah. That's very
But what do we know?
insulting
What
for
do we
both teams.
know?
Yeah, again, we don't hold that positions to where we determine what teams play each other and where they need to be seated. We just analyze it.
We do, but all we're saying is that Maine South being a 20 seed is complete bullshit.
Exactly.
Yep,
Exactly.
disrespected, as DeLumo says.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he's right for saying that.
Yep, he's got a right to say that, and it definitely showed. Now let's see if they can keep the train going, and they have
Yeah,
another winnable game coming up.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Next game. Um, no surprise here. Glenbard East 49, Curie 0. Taryn Hatter, Steven Fox with touchdowns on defense. Monte Cook with a touchdown receiving and kick return. I mean, Glenbard East doing its thing.
Yeah, again, not much to see here in this one. This
But there will be
was,
a lot for their next game though.
yes, there will be quite a bit.
Yep. Next one, another close one. Downers South, 31. Plainfield South. This is, Matt, the first win for Downers Grove South since 2011. 2011.
Hey, and what a better team to do it to than my old high school rivals in the Cougars. So you know what? And Jamar Chase takes a big catch to the end zone for a touchdown. Let's freaking go. Go Bengals. Who Day, team that's about to win on Thursday Night Football. But you know what? I'm happy for the Mustangs, the good Mustangs, because you guys not only won your first game in 13 years, but you also beat one of my most hated teams from high school. So I have nothing but love for you guys. Now go.
You hated Plainfield South. I for sure thought you would hate Plainfield East more.
No, I hate Plainfield South more, mainly because their bowling team was the one that could actually compete with us in terms of conference for the Plainfield schools. But
That's
yeah,
funny. I think they're a cross country team. Forgot
they're
which
cross.
side won state
Hmm.
uh
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
yeah, their cross country team has been good. But yeah, I'm happy as a former Tiger of Plainfield North. I'm happy to see the Cougars fall.
Yeah, well, it was a big shootout and stuff. Um, Prentice Smith scored a touchdown to give Plainfield South the 14-10 lead. And then Daniel Mensah scores a touchdown for the Mustangs, get the lead back. And then Gavin Powell's returned a blocked field goal for a touchdown, make it 24-14.
Yeah, that's
So safe to say that the blocked field goal return for a touchdown was the game changer.
yeah, that was the big game changer in that one, and that's what set the tone for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and again, 31-27 the final, so it was close, but
Hey, you know what? They got it done, and I'm happy.
they got it done in a big way. And
Hmm.
yeah, well, good for Downers Grove South to get that playoff win. The last time they won a playoff game was I kid you not, Matt, 2011 when Downers Grove South made it to the quarterfinals.
Well, the Mustangs, they have a good enough team. I don't know if they'll be able to get past Downers Grove North, but they have a good enough
Well,
team to where
thankfully
they
Downers
can
Grove
get
North is in
somewhat far.
7A, so
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're not in the same class. Never mind. So that falls
but
flat, but we'll see what
they
happens.
still have a they still have a tough
Okay.
opponent next round. Yep.
Yes, they do.
Our next game. Oh boy. Wabanzi Valley falls to Oswego 21-7. The inconsistent Wabanzi Valley team showed up offensively because their defense actually played okay.
Yeah. Yeah, their defense played okay, but the offense could have had more points had their kicker not missed a couple field goals. But if I'm Oswego, I do not feel comfortable after this win.
Well, yeah, you lost one of your key defenders in this game, which is
Yeah.
obviously not good. You have a
Yeah.
really tough opponent next round who's playing honestly pissed off right now.
As they should. And again, if I'm the Panthers, ooh, I do not feel any good about this next
This
matchup.
is the other thing about Oswego too. You know, sure they have a good regular season, but the Southwest Prairie Conference is
Yeah.
not the strongest. Is not one of the strongest conferences.
No, it's not because I mean, let me go over the teams. You got to beat Plainfield Central, who lost to Matia. That just is all you need to know. You got to go up against Manuka, who barely beat Nequa. That's all you need to know about that. You got to go up against Plainfield North, which has had no offense since I left high school. You got to go up against Plainfield South,
They had
arguably the
one
best
good
team.
year. They had that one good undefeated year the year before you joined NCTV, and they lost in the second round to Lions Township.
But again, that's just one good year. So,
Exactly.
but But again, and then you go up against Oswego East, who again is also stuck in quicksand. There's just a lot of teams in the SPC. As a former Southwest Prairie Conference athletic student, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, no, like again for Oswego, good to get a win, but the
Hmm.
road for the Panthers just gets tougher.
It does. It rarely does.
Yeah. So yeah, but for Wabanzi, good to see progress being made.
Yeah. Hey, they're getting there. They're couple years out. I think they have some good coaching now. They just need to get consistency going.
Yep, and Colin Ford will be back next year. He played varsity. He played quarterback as a sophomore on the sophomore team. So hopefully we can see him go, and hopefully some guys get next up, or
Yeah.
hopefully some guys can step up. I like what Adam Puchalowski is doing at Waubonsie, and I think the Warriors are just going to be fine, and they'll get back to their winning ways and into the playoffs.
Yep. I wholeheartedly agree too.
Yep. But yeah, Oswego wins 21-7. Next game, York 37, Edwardsville 7.
Yeah, this is a very pissed off York team here. And
Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. Bruno Masso rushed the quarterback. He's a quarterback, but he ran for 172 yards. He had 5 total touchdowns in the game. 5 total.
Looking like Colin Kaepernick out there from the 2012 game against the Packers.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
good
a
win
game for all of us.
Yep, but no, good win for good win for the York Dukes. They're moving on to the next round. Well, they'll play Oswego, but we will touch on that soon.
Exactly.
Right now, we got to go on to our IHSA games of the week. First one, Normal West 20, Simeon 15.
Did we pick against Normal West last week?
We did pick against Normal West.
I was gonna say I think I remember us doing that, but yeah,
yep.
Sorry, that's yeah, that's an upset alert right there.
The name Malik Givens lives rent free in Simeon's head. He had
what did he do?
He had 3 interceptions in the game, and caught a touchdown. It had a pick 6 too.
What's his name again?
Malik Givens.
Malik Givens. He owns Simeon right now. He is to them.
And
what,
Drew Hart
currently...
had a scoop and score. So 2 defensive touchdowns by Normal West and an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, that's I don't know how you can have a better guy on playing offense on both sides of the ball for a guy like that.
So I don't know how this next game's going to go. Though I don't know how this next game is going to go because their next game is East St. Louis.
Enjoy
this win while you can, Normal West. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
I hope you have a good game plan.
Yeah,
because East St. Louis is likely the 6A. East St. Louis is likely the 6A favorite.
St. Louis is likely the state favorite.
Yeah, for Class 6A.
Right, yeah.
Not going to lie, though. Put them in 8A, they would win 8A.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're good.
We need a Lincoln Way East St. Louis playoff game, please. Or game, please.
That'd be great.
Also, can we get Byron to play one of our big schools here, please? They will hang with them.
That'd be cool. Byron? Oh, boy, that'd be fun.
Yep. Next game. Big one. Murfreesboro, 56. Macomb, 33. We went against Murfreesboro last week.
Wow, all these teams are making eat shit after this one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, with this game, it was a 35-33 lead for Murfreesboro in the 4th, but they scored the next 21 to ice the game. For Macomb, Braden Holthos with 366 passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had 519 total yards because he rushed for 153 and 2 touchdowns.
All right, so he was this whole team's offense then. Okay, yep, that's how you're going to win these games. Just put the ball in one player's hands, and you're going to just do wonders with them.
Well, that's pretty much what Murfreesboro did to win the game. Tyjair Kellum with 6 rushing touchdowns for the Red Devils.
Yep. Hey, it's not a bad game plan.
Nope, not at all. But
yeah,
well, these small schools are able to run the ball.
Hey, nothing. I have nothing against that. These small schools, they come out to play.
Yep.
That's what they've been doing all year.
Exactly. Next one. Whitney Young, 13. Kenwood, 12.
Didn't we say this was one of those potential upset games that last week when we were talking about that on the show? That
yeah. A lot of our picks backfired from last week, but hey, that's the nature of playoff football.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's just how it goes. You got to deal with upsets, and Right now, it's looking a lot like that.
Yep.
Just like all the Ravens fans are wondering, what the hell is Baltimore's offensive play calling right now? They just threw a 6 yard, a pass that went for -6 yards.
Oh, great.
Hmm. Hey, but you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm a Bengals are my AFC team, so
True. All right, Matt. Let's go to our DuPage games of the week. We'll start with 3A. The big one, Saturday in Lombard. Montini hosting Byron.
um, this is a home game for Montini, but I really don't know
Still,
about
though,
this.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
I
this
think I'm
either.
gonna
And you saw that video of Byron. Unfortunately, the hog trailer will not make it out to Lombard.
that would have been so cool to
Well, you
see,
know where
but
you
they
know where Byron is, right?
yeah, I know where Byron is.
Yeah,
I have cousin in-laws who live out in Byron,
gotcha.
so
So
or
yeah,
their
you know how
family,
far of
their
a drive
extended.
that is.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know exactly how far a drive that is.
Super far drive. Yeah, no, Byron's got a really consistent offense with quarterback Andrew Talbert, who deadly playing both ways. Last week against
Mm,
in their first round game, he had a touchdown defense and offense.
yeah,
Well, this guy's really
that's
out here doing everything. Caden Considine, do not sleep on this guy. Dawson Criddle and Brock Wagner. Oh, these are names to watch.
yeah, these cannot bet against this Byron team, especially on the road. I think they're gonna do some wonders. I'm going. Was it? I'm gonna go score prediction here. 33-20 final score.
Okay, it's a good pick. Yeah, last year was 26-20 in the quarterfinals. So yeah, no, I'll say I like that pick. 33-20 Byron. I like
Hmm.
that pick. I'm taking
Yep.
Byron as well. Next one, Wheaton
Hmm.
Academy takes on St. Lawrence. A rematch of last
Eh.
year's 4A semifinal.
Oh boy.
Wheaton
Um.
Academy is pissed off
Well,
after that. I'm taking Wheaton Academy in this one.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go win. This is gonna be a close one, though. I'm gonna go 30-27 final score here. I see this one being kind of close.
It was 31-30 last year, so
Yeah. These are two teams hungry to play each other.
next one. And this is a big one in 5A that people should not sleep on. Prairie Ridge versus St. Francis.
St. Francis, they're a pissed off team at home. You know what? I'm gonna go with a bit of the underdogs here in this one. I'm going with St. Francis.
Yeah, I'm going to take St. Francis as well, but they got to be ready for that Prairie Ridge triple option. Jack Finn had
They
four
got to be
touchdowns
ready.
last week for the Wolves on 159 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Nick Petty also had
Hmm.
some rushing touchdowns. Heavy dose of that running game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, this I'm gonna go with St. Francis. They are still a very pissed off team, ready to they are looking for blood.
Yep. Next one. Bennett Academy goes to Rochelle.
Oh God, our coworker Logan, who has to work this game, our condolences for such a long drive. But
It's
um
just outside DeKalb.
yeah, it's right there. It's not horribly far away from DeKalb, but it is a long drive.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know about this one for Bennett. I do not know about this one.
Yeah, you can easily say Bennett, but I don't know. This Rochelle team got a strong running game. Roman
Yeah, they do.
Villabobos last week had 172 rushing yards and three touchdowns.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go Rochelle on this
Yeah,
one.
I'm taking
I'd
Rochelle
say
in
it,
this
but
one.
I think Bennett had a nice run, but I just think they're kind of running into a bit of a brick wall here.
Yeah, if they somehow win this game, they're officially running into a brick wall because they'll likely play Nazareth the next round.
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy at all.
Nope. Next one to 7A. Fenwick versus Downers Grove North.
Ooh, ooh, boy. Um,
I'm going with Downers Grove North on
ooh,
this one.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Fenwick
Trojans
only
here.
beat Brother
I'm going
Rice
Trojans.
12-7 in their first round playoff game.
Yeah, that wasn't anything impressive. I think I'm gonna go with the Trojans here.
I'm going to take the Trojans in this one as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Next one, St. Rita versus Willowbrook.
I know we've given a lot of love to Willowbrook on this one, but they go up against a really good ranked St. Rita team. Uh, I know they're at home playing them, but this is a bit too much to ask for against this. I know they went up against
Yeah,
Hononegah and beat
well,
them
St. Rita,
convincingly.
Willowbrook, you had yourself a good run, but
Yeah,
I'm sorry, your
I
season's
don't.
going to come to an end.
Yeah, I think so against St. Rita. That they're just good.
Yeah, I mean, this St. Rita team is they're no team to
Hmm.
sleep on as well. I mean, taking a look at, this team,
Yeah.
they've got themselves a good passing game with senior quarterback
Hmm.
Steven Armbruster. Dude's
Yeah.
got over 1,200 yards passing.
Uh,
1,200 yards passing, and so far 12 touchdowns on the year.
that's insane.
But this
That
is
is
a pretty
just
consistent St. Rita team. They have 1,200 yards rushing and
yeah.
1,300 yards receiving. So everybody's contributing for the St. Rita team.
Yeah, that's woo.
Yeah,
um
I'm taking St. Rita on this one though.
yep. Yeah, exactly. As am I.
Next one, another big one. Stevenson versus Glenbard East.
Mm.
Stevenson
Man.
is coming off their first playoff win since 2015. The year before 2015, Stevenson made two deep runs in the playoffs. In 2014, they won the 8A state championship.
Mm.
2013, they made a run to the semifinals. I I was talking with Glenbard East's athletic director at the cross
Mm.
country section last week, and he told me that Stevenson's got some dudes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Stevenson here in
I'm
this one.
taking Stevenson on this one too.
Yeah, as am I.
Sorry, Rams fans. We love you, but
Yeah. Yeah, you're just running into a better team.
look out for the Aiden duel for Stevenson. Aiden Elliott and Aiden Crawley.
Oof. Yeah. Battle of the Aidens.
Yep. Yep. Next one. Downers Grove South versus Lyons Township.
Oh man. Um this one, these are two really good teams here. I know I gave a lot of love to Downers Grove South here in this one. Thank you again for taking care of a hated rival of mine. But you know what? Um, this is a road game at Lions Township. I think it'll be close, but I can see the Lions walking away with it.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I'm going to take the Lions on this one as well. They're just a well completed team.
Yep, yeah, exactly. That's nothing against the Mustangs, but I think Lions Township is the superior one in this matchup.
Yep. But if Downers Grove South pulls off the win, I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining either, but uh yeah, Lions Township right now, they're the better team.
Yep. Next one. Fremd versus Naperville Central.
You got to work this game tomorrow night, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
The game's
What
at
do you
Naperville
Red
Central
Hawks out
too.
there? Yep, yeah, they are fired up after that game last
Sure,
Friday against
Fremd has a good passing game with Johnny O'Brien. Dude's got 2,800 passing yards. He's almost at 3,000 yards.
but is it good enough to go up against that Red Hawk defense? That's the key
Exactly.
question.
Like the secondary is
Is it good enough
the
to go up against that Red Hawk
secondary. I was gonna
defense?
say the secondary is very deadly for Central.
Yeah.
The the pressure
Yep.
is very deadly for Central.
Mhm.
They are going to bring all the pressure
Yeah.
in the world to Fremd that they're going to probably have to force Fremd to run.
Exactly. Yeah, they're gonna make him pay for it, and that's not gonna be something
Yeah.
easy to do.
And their running game is not the strongest. Their leading rusher has over 450 yards.
Yeah, that's
Now,
That's by
not
no
saying
means a
Friend
tough
is
chance.
bad. They're 8-1 for a reason, but
I don't know. On the road against the Red Hawks team that is
yeah. Friends
historically good
only
at
lost
home.
this year came to Palatine where they put up 21 points and they gave up 28.
Mm,
Their defense has had a few shaky games. They had that game.
yeah,
They beat Barrington, but they gave up 35.
right. Yeah,
And
that's
Barrington and Central's defense is way better than Barrington's.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I
And
am taking Naperville Central on this one. My score prediction is going to be 38-24 Redhawks.
I am also going to go the Red Hawks here on this one. They are historically good at home, and right now they are hyped for the playoffs.
Yep, Central has not lost a home playoff game since 2021.
Yeah, they're historically good at home, and I think they're gonna keep it up, and they're gonna have a deep run.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take Naperville Central in this one. I think Johnny O'Brien for Friend will have a decent game. Will have a good game, but against the
Yeah,
Central defense,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't think those numbers are going to go up.
I don't see those numbers going up too much.
Yep. Next one. York takes on Oswego.
Um, I'm sorry, Panthers. Well, I never was, but I I this ain't gonna be. I don't know about this game. York is a pissed off team that's hungry. I know this is at Oswego. I Hey, we saw what York could do against Edwardsville, so I
I'm
think
taking
that
York in this one.
I'm going York in this one too. This is uh, they you lost one of your key defenders. He's out for the year now. I don't know. I mean, you'll put up some of an effort, but I
Oswego,
just
not
don't think you'll
Oswego.
come out of here
York
with
will
a
take
W.
it to them.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our DuPage games of the week. Now let's go into our IHSA games of the week. Whitney Young, the top seed in 7A, will face 17 seeded Bradley Bourbonnais. Matt, I smell an upset in this one.
I smell an upset cooking here too. We've seen a lot of second round upsets
I'm
lately.
going with Bradley Bourbonnais in this one.
So am I. I'm gonna ride with them as well.
Yep. Next game, St. Charles North goes to Mount Carmel.
Oh boy.
This one's tough.
Um,
This one's tough.
I North Stars are good, but Mount Carmel's just on a different level. I have
You
nothing
would
but
think
respect
they're on
for
a
St.
different you would think they're on a different level, but
Hmm,
with the year both teams have had, because both teams have played in strong conferences all year long.
yeah, they have. Ah,
I'm
that's
kind of, but hate to be that guy, but I am leaning towards Mount Carmel in this one.
yeah, yeah, so am I. I am leaning more towards them as well. This is a yeah, they
Ethan Plum is going to need to play the
oh
game of
boy.
his life tomorrow again, or on Saturday against the Caravan.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
Hey, if the North Stars win, I'll take it.
hey, I will take it too, but I don't know. I'm gonna go Mount Carmel on this one.
I'm taking Mount Carmel too. Next one,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
West Aurora versus Maine South.
Uh, uh what's Aurora? Hey, God, they got Maine South is playing some interesting teams to
I
say
am
the
taking
least.
Maine South in this one.
Yeah, you fell in love with Jamison Purcell after that game, I'm sure. I'm gonna
I
go.
did fall in love with Mr. Purcell. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Maine South this one here too. I'm riding with them.
Yeah, West Aurora maybe 10-0, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I don't think they're that good to get over the hump.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think so either.
Defense will also be optional in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Anytime you go up against a Maine South team against a not shitty team, it's going to be very optional. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, Mason Atkins for West Aurora. Though he could have a big game this year. He's got 31 passing touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, that's
31 passing touchdowns on 1,436 yards.
yeah.
They got a pretty consistent run game as a team. As a team for rushing, 2,069 yards for rushing. Everybody's getting the ball
Oh my God, that 2060. Jeez, that's
as
quite
a
a ground
team.
unit they got there. As a team, that's wow.
As a team,
That's
and Reese Powers has been the go-to target a lot for the Blackhawks with
yeah.
with 458 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns. So it's going to be another shootout.
It's going to be another shootout, I'm sure of it. But you know what? We love us a good playoff shootout.
Yep, and I'm going to take Maine South on this one.
As am I.
Next one, Marist versus Loyola.
Oh, this will be a good one
The
too.
game's at Marist too.
I'm gonna go Marist here
Give
for
me
this one.
Marist, take out Loyola, please.
Yep, my thoughts exactly.
Somebody please take out the back-to-back defending state champs, Loyola Academy. Please.
Hey, Marist may be the team to do that at home.
Yep, no, we will welcome it.
As we will.
Very
As we will.
deadly Marist offense. Don't want to sleep on them.
No, you don't. Nope.
Yeah, Loyola hasn't had the strongest season as we were hoping.
No, they haven't. And they are ripe for the strike here. They are ripe
Yep,
for the kill.
yep. All right, Matt. Well, that'll do it for all of our games and stuff. Now let's wrap up with our DuPage team of the week. Matt, who's your DuPage team of the week?
I may be stealing your pick here well with this one too, but you know what? They went on the road and got a huge upset. I'm going Willowbrook, and I did steal your pick here. Yeah, you know what? Raise that middle finger up there. Raise that middle finger up there. You do
I
it to
knew
me
it.
all the
I knew
time
it.
on
I knew it.
you
I
do it
knew
to
it.
me
I
on all
knew
the
it. I
time
knew it.
on the other show. So you know what? This is karma's real, buddy. You can't deny that.
You know what? That's okay, man. Yeah,
hmm
I'm gonna take Glenn for my team of the week.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
They looked really good in that first playoff game. We'll see what they can do against Stevenson.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, the state
I
should
don't know.
not
This
be
will be a
sleeping.
close.
It will. The state should not be sleeping on Willowbrook right now, though.
Yeah, they got a big wake up call from Willowbrook.
Yep. We'll see what happens. Good win for Willowbrook over Hananega. Now they'll take on St. Rita. We'll see what happens.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that wraps up the show. Matt, another good episode of the DuPage Run and Shoot.
Yeah. Hey, it's only gonna get better from here and more thrilling.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, we have a few area teams left that we cover at NCTV next week,
Exactly.
which is possible
I'm sure
we
we
will. We'll see how Naples Central does tomorrow night against Fremd. I see them getting the win. But for
Yeah.
now,
See how
bring
Bennett
on round 2, baby.
bring it on.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of the DuPage Run and Shoot. We will see you next time.